and welcome back to Wendy's Van Adventures, and thank you so much for watching. If you watched any of my other episodes, I really appreciate that. So I've not done too much adventuring this past week or so because I did a tiniest bit of digging and I've messed up my shoulder, which means driving the van too far is quite difficult on the steering, and also to hold my phone as well up high is a bit difficult. So what better time than to share with you some footage, flashback footage of my trip to the Scottish Highlands. I did this trip 2 years ago exactly this month, and spectacular scenery. I have got another video I will put up at some point showing the beautiful deserted beaches and the amazing waterfalls and the scariness that I had finding the top of one of those waterfalls, and also recommending sites that I stayed in, etc. This video, as the title suggests, is my drive on Bealach Na Ba, or Applecross Pass, and if I've said that wrong, I do apologise. If I can do it in my old Talbot, then I'm sure you can do it. So do watch along, especially the drive back at the end of the video, which was in absolutely thick fog. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, one last thing. So I have voiced over a lot of this video, but some of it is how I was recording it at the time, and because of the noise of the engine, it's not too clear. So no, you aren't losing your hearing. You may be able to put some subtitles on, but as I say, I have voiced over a lot of it to make it a bit clearer for you. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know in the comments below. So it's 0.9 miles to this dodgy road, which so I am a bit nervous. This road before has been difficult, and now it's only 11 miles long up the mountain. I can do it. I'm going to try and video it anyway, but it's 0.9 miles till I get there, so I won't video now, but I'll try, if it's safe, to do it in a minute. Wish me luck, please wish me luck. Okay, this is it. Applecross Pass. Right, we got this. We're not scared much. Right, anyway, come with me. Come with me, and then I won't be so scared. So it's climbing up the mountain. Ooh, big roads at the moment. Big roads, nothing to be scared of. Along the road, then it lulls you into a little bit of a false sense of security, because the road doesn't seem too bad at all. It's a little bit narrow, but it's not too bad at all, and you think that perhaps maybe this road is not as bad as it's made out to be, and it'll just gently meander along the sides of the mountain until you get to this next turn, and after that you're met with the sign. From here, the road starts to narrow quite substantially. Breathe. I can't see what's coming around the corner, and I might have to reverse down this steep hill. It's fine. Just go slow. Just go slow. There's nothing scary about it. It's just a hill. Parking. We're not even starting on this yet. Look at that beautiful mountain up there. Let's focus on the beautiful mountain. Right, hill start. Easy. Wow. And I think there might be something coming around that bend. I'm not sure. Can't actually see around the bend. So should we just go for it? I'm saying just go for it. Anything coming? No. Nothing coming yet. So I have muted and fast forwarded quite a bit in this video. One, because I don't think you want to spend like all the time it took me to drive this road. And two, because I do ramble the whole of the drive, and sometimes there may be a little bit of swearing, which it was a bit hard to edit out. I would like to use the F word, but I won't. Why do they put the passing places on the my side of the edge of the mountain? Don't worry. Okay, we're going up again. I cannot see what's around this corner at all. I cannot see what's around this corner, but it's very high up. When you're on the edge of a ride or a don't look down, don't look down. That's what I say. You can't look down, can you? You're okay, camera. You can only see that side. Just don't look down the other side. Believe me, it's steep. Okay, so another passing place. Just can't see what's coming. I think you can see it's very high, actually. Oh, look, the road. Passing place, passing place. Passing place. So basically it carries on like this. There's lots of twists and turns, and what you can't really tell so much on this video is that it's incredibly steep. So each time you have to stop in those passing spaces, you have to hill start the car, and it's a lot steeper than it seems, and the bends, you just can't really see what's coming round the corner. Crash barrier, that's going to help. Wow. And I'd say this bit was probably the most scenic part of the drive, where you're almost driving through a valley between the mountains. But when you're the driver on these roads, you can't really appreciate the beauty of it so much because you're so focused on the road itself, but it is stunning, stunning scenery. So excuse the wobbly footage here. It's because my camera or my phone was in a holder by my steering wheel, and the roads were quite potholy and very, very joggy. So and also excuse the blurry bit on the windscreen. I do apologise, but I'm hoping you'll get the general idea looking at this video. So just when you think you've got over the worst of it, you come to some hairpin bends at the very end, right near the top, and the next clip will be those bends. Oh, breathing, not having a panic attack, breathing. Whoa, it's quite uphill, oh, quite bumpy. Can you see the steepness of that hill coming up? So then when you get towards the top of the mountain, there are these 3, I believe, possibly 4 hairpin bends, and then after the hairpin bend it's incredibly steep again going up. Again, this bit's muted because you probably wouldn't want to hear my ramblings or my probably not so great language. So I did the first 2 of these hairpin bends, and then when I got to the last one, there were some motorbikes waiting at the top, which made it even worse, as you can imagine, because not only have you got to do the hairpin bend, you've got spectators, and they're also taking up some of the road. So yes, it was pretty scary, I have to admit. I was pleased to reach the top. I'm so sorry. Look, oh, I think we can stop here. We're going to stop for a sec. I turn my video off just for a second because just because. Whoa. Wait there, Benji. Okay, ready for the second bit. I just got to wait for these campers to go past and start my engine, and then I will flip it. If I can flip it. Can I flip it? I can't flip it again, sorry. Second half coming. So here I am then, I'm driving back down the mountain towards Applecross, and I'd actually driven from Ullapool that day. Driving back down wasn't quite as bad as going up. There were still some tight corners where you couldn't see around what was coming in front of you. But generally, especially as you got down towards the end, the road was slightly wider, as you can see. I was only staying one night in Applecross, so I couldn't tell you too much about Applecross itself, other than the fact that it was a lovely campsite, and it was literally just at the end of this road, and it was called Applecross. I'd driven around the Highlands quite a bit by this point, and I have to say that at this campsite, or in Applecross itself, was probably the only place where I didn't get an awful lot of phone signal at all. And to be honest with you, it was really quite nice to have that just for one night. So as you can see on the right there, there's an inlet, and I had a walk around there with Benji. We had a lovely long walk after this drive, and then we went into Applecross for some very delicious fish and chips from a fish and chip van, and that was our night. Hi guys, this is what you look like the morning after doing that drive. So not going too well this morning. Already hit like a sign as I was reversing out my place in this campsite, which is not giving me confidence for going back on that drive. But are we ready? Are you going to come with me back the other way? Because I'm really not looking forward to it, but maybe it's better the other way. Who knows? Let's have a verdict at the end of it. Let's just get to the end of it. Okay, here goes. So much talking this time, maybe, because just fear. So I've cut some of this out, obviously, because I don't want this to be too long for you, but as you can see, when I actually started up this mountain, it looked a little bit misty at the top, but the further I went, the worse it got, and it was so difficult to drive. And the problem once you've started on this road is that you can't park anywhere, you can't stop, you can't reverse or go back, because there just isn't anywhere, or there are very few places that you can actually park. And obviously when it's kind of misty like this, you don't actually see any parking spaces until you're right up on them. So I kept going and I kept going, but as you can see, it just got worse and worse and worse. So at this point here, I was going to stop because it was a parking space, but I thought it was far too close to this bend here in case anyone was coming the other way. It's like, can you see it blowing across the Winsbury Mountain Road? Oh, it's quite steep hills. So clearly I am fast forwarding this again. I was actually driving no more than 20 miles an hour and probably a lot less than that. And it just continued to get worse and worse and worse. And as you can see, there really wasn't anywhere to stop. There's only these passing spaces. And obviously if you stop in those, you're going to be blocking the road for traffic coming behind you. It was pretty scary, I have to say. And then, thank goodness, just as I got past this corner here, there was finally a large place to park, and the relief was quite considerable. we're going to wait here. I think I'm going to get a coffee and wait and see if it clears. Let me open the window. That is the view the other side. That's actually a van parked there. Yeah. So, and that's the road ahead, which you can't see, and that's the road to the left. That's not the road, that's the cliff. And that's my dog thinking, what's all the fuss about? I am going to get a coffee and sit it out because I've chickened out. So thank you so much for watching that, and if you did get to the end, well done. What did you think of the way back? It wasn't as easy as the way forward, was it? It was pretty horrendous, and I desperately wanted, I think they're missing a tourist trick here, because I desperately wanted a badge that said I drove the Applecross Pass, or I drove Bealach Na Ba in the fog. I wanted a badge, you know? Where was my badge? Anyway, for those that do that journey every single day, and that those that live in that area, amazing. Well done. And anyway, do hit subscribe if you want to watch more videos like that, more videos of cooking, traveling, walks with my dog, and general campervan stuff. Do hit subscribe and like and comment if you feel you'd like to, and I will see you again soon. Take care and happy travels. Bye bye.